Frequent flyer flies, la 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 la. Frequent flyer is back.
What's up? You checking out the Frequent Flyer? Welcome back to the channel. Smash the like button to show your support. If you're new to the channel, I'd like to extend a warm welcome. This is my review of the Metafly Bionic Flying Bug. And the name of the company that makes this thing is called Bionic Bug. And this is the upgraded kit on Amazon. For whatever reason, I have no idea why, the upgraded version is cheaper than the original version. The original version does not come with a transmitter. It does not come with a power bank. And it does not come with an extra set of wings. And it doesn't have yellow in the wings. I think these wings are maybe an upgraded version of the wing or something. I'm not sure. But I know it does come with the original wings and this yellow type wing here. This is the transmitter here. It does have a spring-loaded throttle here that keeps it down. The battery is not removable. The battery is right here on the bottom of the bug. But this thing is an adapter or whatnot in order to charge the battery. So you can charge this guy like this. Plug the power bank in here through that micro USB. Or you can just sit the bug on top of this thing. I don't have it assembled, just so you guys can see that you have to assemble this thing. Let me try to assemble the wings real quick. So this plugs in here at the top. Snaps in like that. And then we have a little point right here, which goes in there. Kind of hard to do it behind the camera here. Think I could get it though. There we go. So you got that piece back there. Let's get this side plugged in, y'all. There's a little snap. There we go. And this little notch goes in this little hole on the tip of the wing. There you go. So this is a thin plastic wing that goes on this guy, as well as the tail. So this thing flies like a bird. I have uploaded a few videos of me and my friend Mont flying this thing. So I'll have a link in the description so you guys can check that out. For those who don't know, this thing is called an Ornithopter, this type of flight. So it's an Ornithopter drone. The instructions manual pretty much tells you everything you have to know. It has pictures and all, tells you how to put this thing together, tells you how it charges and all. So all of the information you need to know is in this thing here. And so let's check it out up close. For you guys who've seen the video of this thing flying and was curious of how this thing looks. Got the little buggy eyes there. Two little landing feet. This thing is advertised to be able to take off from its feet, but it seems like the feet always get caught up and it flips over whenever I try. And so you can see he has little antennas there. Big tail right there. I don't know what type of bug this is supposed to be. Maybe a cross between a butterfly and, I don't know, a praying mantis. But this thing flies pretty well. And in comparison to other ornithopters that I have, this one is a little more advanced. I can't say that it flies better, but it is a little more advanced. And what I mean by that, and the reason I say that is, let me see, this thing comes apart really easy right here. Okay, we got that back on. And the reason I say this thing is a little more advanced is because The other ornithopters that I have flown, aside from the Go-Go Bird Eagle, they all have magnetic actuators on the back. So it's sort of like bang bang steering, like all or nothing, but this thing actually has proportional steering. So there's a little servo back here that actually moves this tail right here for y'all, and so you can give a little bit or a lot, but in my experience it seems to oversteer, and so I find myself just tapping it anyway. And so just for a size comparison, let me bring out this other ornithopter. And so this is the Avatar Banshee, and so you can see the Banshee is a little bigger, the wingspan is a little wider. The Banshee is a whole lot heavier than that thing, but the Banshee flies pretty good. She flies pretty well. I really like the way this Banshee flies, and this Banshee has sensors on it and stuff. It talks and everything. But this is what I'm talking about the magnetic actuator. So it just have this little magnet in the back there. Well, there's a magnet here in this plastic, and then you have this little coil there. And so this tail works by snapping back and forth to either side, like that. But I have an easier time controlling this thing as far as turns than I do with this little guy. This guy is a little less stable for me. And so it does come with these little weights that go on the wings. Little tiny weights. I think you can add more weights too, to get the desired flight. And so you can slide these wings, and so you can slide these little weights closer or further away from the bug's center and all to get the type of flight that you desire. It helps when you're not flying straight. It helps you fly straighter and all, and it seems to work for the most part. And also it has this wing that moves, so you can lift this wing up on this one like that. It's ratcheted so you can lift it up here, and that'll make you fly slower, and the lower you put it, the faster this guy will fly. And so I found that it's easier to fly this guy with it all the way up. It gives you slower flight. The only problem with this little guy is that I found on turns that this guy tends to dive and lose altitude very quickly when you're turning, and so that makes it really hard to fly this guy down low. So you find yourself swooping and diving and stuff when you have to turn. So it's really a challenge to fly this guy down low. Up high, you can fly this guy pretty easily. It does dive when you're making turns, but it doesn't dive to the ground. It just loses altitude a little. If you stop flapping with this guy, it does glide. So and you still can control the steering while it's gliding. So pretty nice flight experience. Definitely something to think about for a change from flying these drones and all. I think it's a big plus to have the transmitter. I haven't flown this guy with my phone or anything, and I don't desire to, because I much prefer to fly with sticks, physical sticks and all. All in all, pretty awesome little flyer. There is something else to think about though. On their website, Bionic Bird, they do have an X-Fly, and this X-Fly is an upgraded version of this guy that has 6-axis stabilization and a G sensor. And so it flies level. It has censored flight and all. I think that's the first ever ornithopter with censored flight, and it seems to be very promising. I really like the way that thing looks in the videos that they're showing. It's supposed to be out though. It's a little delayed. I haven't seen anywhere. They said they would be shipping in April. Now the timeline says July, and we're already in mid-July, so I don't know. I hope they're not having too much of a problem with it. I was thinking about pre-ordering the X-Fly, but that delay in its release kind of got me wary of doing so. And so as of now, we have this thing, and it's a pretty decent flyer. Pretty fun. Really fun looking at this thing. Oh, I just have to mention that this thing does get attacked by birds. I had a whole gang of sparrows flying after me one time. I didn't get to record that. I was dog fighting with a bunch of sparrows, but they do tend to attack this thing. They're really attracted to it, even when you're not flying. As soon as we set this thing down, sparrows come and land beside it and seem to be curious. And I have had sparrows peck at this thing, grab the wings and the tail and all. Even when you land, they'll grab it and start dragging it. I don't know. I think they really don't like this thing in the air. But it's the Metafly Bionic Bug from Bionic Bird. All right, y'all, I'm out here with it. Hopefully that cat don't try to get me. Got this thing out here. I don't think it's going to be able to take off like this, but I'm going to try it on the ground. I was able to take off from the ground indoors, so let's check it out, see if we can do it. Let me see. Turn it on. I don't know. Look like it's not going to do it. Let's see. Look like it might. Oh no, flipping over just like before. The claws, the legs get caught. So let's try to. Oh. So that's the problem with this guy. When you're trying to turn with it, it tends to go right into the ground. So let me see. I'm gonna try to lift the tail up. That gives you slower flight. Oh, one of the wings came off. Hold on, y'all. That's another thing about this. The wings come off really easy, I think. A little too easy. Oh, we got a car coming around. All right, let's try. Yeah, this guy tends to get stuck in a circle sometimes. Yeah, a little unpredictable. On away from there. Yeah, I brought it down. I can't get it to stop turning so much. Let's see. Everything seems to be straight. Let me bring the weights out on the wings a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot. Let's see if that allows for it to fly a little better. Oh man. In the worst place possible for it to fly. Alright. So it's been holding out though, y'all. From all the crashing it's been doing. I'm just going back and forth on the I was going back and forth on the sticks, y'all, to try to get this thing to not turn on me. I don't know what to do for it to stop it from turning. It overturns all the time. Oh. Try it again. So it wants to turn to my right, so maybe, oh, flew right into me. It wants to turn to the right a little more. Let me see if I can bring the weight back the other way a little on that side. Check it out, y'all. You can actually stop flapping. It kind of hesitates a little. Come on back over here. Let's stop. Kind of soars. Away from the trees. Ah, man, once you hit a wall or something though, it's a wrap. So I think I'm gonna launch it one more time, y'all. I'm gonna try to fly it faster. Put the tail down a little. A little more challenging this way. Come on back around here. Not in the tree, come on. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Really fun little ornithopter though, y'all. Kinda hard to control though. There you go. Not too much wind out here either, so the wind is definitely not making it oversteer. It's just the nature of its flight, I guess. He's doing pretty good now though. Oh. I think the battery might be dying. I'm at full throttle and she's going down on me. Oh, we took off from the ground, y'all. She wants to go in a circle though. She's going down. Okay, we're gonna call it a flight, y'all. Pretty awesome little drone. Little Ornithopter drone. The Metafly Bionic Bug. Thanks for watching.